I've hit my 9-year anniversary here, as amazing as that seems. So I will be discussing what I think is the most important thing to bring with you for expat longevity. One of the most important things is your attitude. But first, we're going to turn around and look at the river. I don't want to see me anyway. The sun's not really cooperating right now, but this is what we get. As I've said, I can't believe it's been 9 years, and I did a very good job of planning my move, so I had no major surprises when I got here. That is all very important. Part of the planning, of course, you're doing, phone service, mail forwarding, banking, what have you. There's a lot to look into. Most of that is easier to do from your home country, but most of it can be done from here. Some of the banking, maybe not, but most of it can be done from here. One of the most important things, and I think it needs to be handled before you get here, because you want to bring it with you for the entire move, is your attitude. Attitude is absolutely key here. This is not the most efficiently run country you're ever going to see. I've never actually seen an efficiently run country.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you.
See, everybody loves being on camera here. Whoa, oh yes, your attitude. See, they were smiling and waving and happy. And I try to do the same, because that's very important, to be smiling and waving and happy. Too many guys come over here and they're gonna fix it. I'm gonna show them how it's done. I'm gonna teach them the right way to do it. They say this word wrong, I'm gonna correct them. They do something wrong, I'm gonna tell them how to do it right. If you do this, you will drive yourself absolutely crazy. And not only will you drive yourself crazy, you will get nothing accomplished. You're not going to teach them anything. You're not going to correct anybody. They don't care what your opinion is. And I'm okay with that. I've always used the brownout, blackout example. It is a good example. I know the difference between a brownout and a blackout in the US. Here, there is no difference. If your power goes out, a wire falls down, the whole neighborhood has no power for a week, that is a brownout for a week. You can call it a blackout, you can call it a brownout. They mean exactly the same thing here. And yes, I hear you going, but they don't mean the same thing. They do here. Look at your computer and look at the spell check options. You can set the dictionary for spell check to English. Look at the options. There's about 20 different English options. There's, of course, US English, UK English, Australia English, and they're all different. None is more correct than the other. They are just different. There's Zimbabwe English, there's India English, there's Philippine English. They're just different. Doesn't mean one is better or more correct than the other. Your attitude is going to make or break you here. Some days things are going great and everybody's happy. Sometimes you get into one of the government offices and it ain't going so smooth. The lines are bad, the service is messed up for the day. There's a lot of different things. And if you let it get to you, yes, we all have bad days, but for the most part, you got to be able to roll with the punches. You got to come in here with a good attitude, smiling, happy, and not a fake smile, the fake happy. You have to actually be like kind of optimistic and a well-adjusted, happy person. But that would be true anywhere you live. Hello. Good morning.
Have a nice day, man.
Ah, thank you. I'm just out walking.
Okay.
Yeah. Going to hell if I don't change my ways. Yep. Hello. Hello. Thank you. They love being filmed. I actually get a kick out of hearing people complain, oh, all these bloggers out here, they're invading everyone's privacy. Well, in some countries maybe. Here in the Philippines, they love it. And they have great attitudes here. I've commented on that before. There's unbelievable poverty here. When I was in the Navy and I first came over here, I was young. I'd never seen poverty like this. I was raised pretty poor in the U.S. and thought I had an idea what poverty was. When I got here, it blew my mind. So, that does get on people's. A lot of guys here just can only handle it for so long and they gotta go. The poverty alone can chase people off. I don't like seeing it. I do like helping when I can, but I know I will never be able to lift any of these people out of poverty. I don't have enough money and it's not gonna happen. But if I can make one person's day better, that's good. So that's what I look at. I try and be friendly, be nice. I will sometimes, give food or money. Just do something. I love doing toys and school supplies for the kids, but you do something to make their day better. And that's about all you can really do. If it bothers you too much and it eats you up, you're going to drive yourself crazy. So you see how nice and friendly everyone is here, how happy they seem to be. A lot of that is they have a good attitude. I'm not saying being poor is good or desirable, but it's not an excuse to be miserable. I'm looking for a place in the shade to sit down. I found a place. I don't know what time church starts around here, but 8:45 apparently they let out. There's a bunch of people coming out of the church. Who knew? We found us a chair. Seems to be comfortable. Seems to be mostly in the shade. And I'm too blind. I can't take off the mask because there's too many people here, but I can take off the hat. My hair is messy, but hey, life is tough. Anyway, your attitude will make or break you here in the Philippines. I hate to tell the same stories, but this one is very short and very to the point. Our immigration office is small. We have like 6 people working there. All of us that go in there deal with the same people. I've never really had a problem. There was a short time when they had their pay cut, they got a little scammy, then they reinstated their pay and the scamminess went away. I understand that. I'm a government employee who had my pay cut before too. But I've always found the office very helpful, very friendly, just really nice. Another guy I know says this is one of the most corrupt, mean, unfriendly, always ripping off. I'm like, what in the world are you talking about? How can you be saying that about this same office? We go to the same office. We deal with the same people. Then I find out he's going in on a Monday with an expired visa. It expired on Saturday, and they were closed on Friday for a holiday, and that's their fault. I'm like, well, why do you wait till the last minute? I said, they put out a calendar with their holidays. And honestly, I go a week, when I was doing tourist visas, I would go a week or two early to do it. You don't lose any time by going early. Well, I need to do it on Friday, and they want, that's their fault. And now they're going to charge me a fee. They're ripping me off. And I'm like, no, you let your visa expire. And then you yelled at them, so they got mad back. If you go in looking for a fight, you will probably find it. I go in, I'm nice, I'm polite, I have all my papers together, I'm not expired. I go in, I do my business. They see me, they know I'm good because they know me. You know, I used to go in there every 2 months, they all knew me. And I would go in and they would get my paperwork and they would process it, and they were very nice, very friendly. We were going into the same office and having totally different experiences. I've always heard don't piss off the cooks because you don't know what they're going to do to your food, right? You can take it a little farther than that. I'm thinking you don't piss off anyone that's going to be alone with your food or your toothbrush or any number of things. If you go into a hotel and you piss off housekeeping, they might clean the toilet with your toothbrush while you're not looking. Not saying they do, but if you ask for it, they just might. So don't piss off the people in charge of your visa. Don't piss off the police, you know. If you go into a bank and shit's not going right, it's probably not the teller's fault. So, I mean, there's a lot of attitude. And if I'm having a bad day, or even sometimes Melanie has a bad day, sometimes we just opt to stay home. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I've been here 9 years. I've had a very good time. I find everyone here very friendly, very helpful. Yes, sometimes the system is not set up to be helpful, but the clerks themselves are very friendly and helpful. And they do what they can within the system. And if you're nice, they do a little more for you than if you're a dick. I was going to say my theme song is Don't Worry, Be Happy. But I have many theme songs. That's one of them. When I drink alone, I prefer to be by myself. That's a good song. There's quite a few theme songs I have here. Maybe I'll put a couple in here and show you what I mean. I was pretty happy in the US. I didn't like having to work and my health was getting bad. But I didn't hate the US or have problems with the US. So if you're thinking, oh, everything sucks, when I go over here it's going to be magically better. No, it's really not, because you're going to bring yourself with you. And you are going to bring most of you with you, and that's your problems most of the time. Yes, you could have a crappy job, and getting out of that can help. That is true. But for the most part, your attitude where you are is still going to help. So you've got to fix that before you even come here. Because if you come here with a bad attitude, you're going to be hurting. This phone is drifting weird. I think the battery on my gimbal is getting out. Anyway, yeah, I think if you get your attitude together and just, and it can't be fake. You've got to just have a good outlook on life. You look at any of the expats that have been here any length of time, and most of them are pretty relaxed and happy people. You will have some that feel trapped here because of family or financial reasons, and they're miserable. They want to leave and they feel like they can't. They have to leave their family, or they don't have enough money to go back, whatever it is. And if you start hating it here, and you develop a bad attitude, you'll just start hating it more and more. And that is unfortunate, and luckily I have avoided that. But your attitude is key to your survival here. I go out, I've been in a lot of places in the Philippines. I have never felt unsafe anywhere I've been. I don't look for trouble, and I don't find trouble. I did not look for these ants, but these ants sure found me when I sat on them. If you come here looking for trouble, you will probably find it. If you're looking for a fight, you'll get one. But who wants to live like that? I come here looking for a good time, friendly people, and enjoy it. And that's what I've found. So, I mean, it really is up to you what your day is like. The people here, for the most part, are pretty cool. I mean, even the homeless people begging aren't really that bad about it. You can sit there and talk to them sometimes. I give them a little money, give them a little food. Most of them are actually pretty cool too. They're on hard times. The only problem we had was in Cebu. Some of their little roving gangs of kids, those guys can be trouble. So I avoid them. You learn. They scared the hell out of Melanie the first time we went to Cebu. She'd never seen that even in Manila. So I try and follow the great teachings of the prophets Bill and Ted. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes.
Enjoy your day in paradise.